Hello, hello, and welcome back to RoadCraft, everybody. My name is Quad, and today we're going to be checking out the ReBuild expansion. As we can see here on the right-hand side, that DLC has came out, as well as some of the hard mode mechanics. So unfortunately, you cannot change any of the hard mode mechanics or settings in a current save, so we do need to create a brand new save. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to call our company name Quad's Dump and Go. Ah, what are you talking about? Come on, bro. Okay, whatever. We can't use symbols apparently, so it'll just be Quad's Dump and Go. Or we could just do a simple Quad's Dump and Go. I think that sounds better. Enter. We do have the Ford on the last playthrough, or the last save, the other save. So this time we're going to go ahead and choose the Land Rover looking thing. It is a little bit less stable, but a little bit more mobile. So let's go and accept it. The color, what color should we make this thing? Let's just make it white. Yeah, why not, bro? And then here are the difficulty settings. So we could turn fuel on, which we are. You can increase the convoy difficulty. It dramatically or dynamically deforms terrain over time. Now, I don't know how different this is than the default, because if we remember from the last playthrough, the convoys did deform the terrain, and we did have to kind of keep touching it up. We're going to make it a little bit easier on ourselves, though. Over here, we are going to choose fewer convoys. So this will be half as many convoys, but double the rewards per trip. So overall rewards are the same, but yeah, we're going to do that. And then the gearbox is hilarious, but we are going to turn it on, even though you cannot disable auto reverse. Why, bro? Who in the hell stops to a red light and presses their brake and then their car automatically goes into reverse? Nobody. That's who. So they need to either fix that and give us an actual drive gear, or they just need to like give us a setting to where we need to double tap our brake, right? You press your brake, you come to a stop. If you want to engage reverse, you let go of your brake and you press it again. I feel like that would make much more sense than the current systems across all their games. Anyways, we're going to leave fuel costs the same. Bridge costs will stay the same. The economic modifiers, I'm going to leave the same. The quarry zone size, now this is an interesting one. You can make this extremely hard for yourself, or you can make it a lot more easy. Now, one of my favorite things to do in this game is to dump sand. There's normal, tough reduces it down to 50%. Hard is a very small, which I'm assuming you probably have to pull right into the quarry to get this to work. So you know which one we're choosing, right? You probably guessed wrong, because we're going with trivial, bro. Trivial quarry zones can be placed anywhere on the map, no restrictions. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to make it easier for myself. I like to use a lot of sand, so it's going to be fine, bro. It's going to be just fine. Recovery time, no, recovery rules. We're not going to increase that difficulty either. It's fine. Let's just start. Now, of course, with a new game comes new responsibilities. This all resets. If you guys would like to see me go back through these, I might just do it for fun, but we're going to go ahead and press D, go to the expansion section, and then we could choose between contamination, where we have to clean up, well, a decontaminated zone, or not a decontaminated zone, but a contaminated zone, removing chemical waste and assist with water purification process, or we can go for the washout. Now, the washout is after a flood happened, and we need to like remove a lot of debris and stuff. So I think we're just going to go with washout. I have a feeling everybody else is going to be doing contamination, so washout it is. Let's just go ahead and get started. And here we are. Yeah, I think the sand quarry thing, like doing it on hard would probably be fun, like for a stream or something, to where you kind of see everything happening. But as regular videos go, like I would be cutting out all of that driving back and forth, and I would probably lose my mind. So I think the trivial one's going to make things a little bit more fun. Anyway, here we are on our beautifully white truck. Let's go ahead and start it. There is an option, by the way. You can turn off your vehicles. Unfortunately, like I said, it goes into reverse automatically still, which does suck big ones. But if you hold your space bar, it does shut off your engines. So you can turn the engines off, just to let you guys know. Let's turn it back on, though. Refuel the vehicle with G. Look at that. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I wonder where we have to actually refuel our vehicles. Anyways, let's get going. This thing's running pretty fast, by the way. Check it out. This is not the right way to go. Check it out. This bridge is completely taken out right here, so we can't get through this way. Let's see. It looks like we're gonna have to head down to the river there and cross through that way. So let's get down there. Here is the path. So let's get down through this way. Yep. Looks like somebody already started laying down a little bit of infrastructure. And then we're going to have to run it through this way. It does feel like they've increased the speeds a little bit on the vehicle, which is great because these things all run extremely unrealistically slow. Let's engage our all-wheel. Let's engage our locking diff. And we should be able to get through this pretty easily. Looks like we're going to have to kind of follow through all this stuff, though. These rocks, I mean. Yep, we're just going to kind of squeeze through this way like this. It's working out just fine so far. Again, I did want to let you guys know, if you were curious about the game's performance, on all my Steam games, up in the top right corner, you can see all of those Steam overlays from our CPU usage, our GPU usage, that it shows the GPU temperatures and the frames per second. So all of that is in the upper right corner. If I aim down, you can kind of see it there. So anyways, that'll be on all my games moving forward. Now I can't see through here. We're going to zoom out a bit, and unfortunately it's raining. It does seem like they made the visibility a little bit better though while it's raining, which is great. That was one of my biggest complaints before, was the dang rain was so hard to see through. Okay, I'm almost through it all. I just got to kind of cut through this way, and I made it. Okay, well, let's keep on going. Let's see where we need to go from here, but this place is definitely trashed. Looks like there is a road that heads this way, so we're just going to turn right and kind of go out through this way a bit. Okay, I've come up to an intersection here. I'm not too sure which way I'm supposed to head, so let's go ahead and apply our brake. Let's pull out the camera. Not the camera, I meant the map. Okay, looks like I just need to head straight up this road here. Oh yeah, look, it says a truck park. Fuel, and I don't know what those other things were. I think there was a bed. But yeah, there it is. Okay, that looks like our operations, our headquarters, or whatever, but check it out. Dude, this game does, the one thing they do really well in this game is the visuals. I will give them that. Let's pull in though. Let's slam the e-brake and see if we can spin it. Ah, dude, we could totally spin it just a little bit. I do want to pull into this garage section real quick though. I want to see if this is where we refuel or what. Refuel the vehicle for $1. Oh, well, good. At least it also costs money. Now, I don't have $1. I am broke as a joke. So anyways, it's $1 per liter, by the way, not just $1 for a full tank. Let's come out to the map. Let's see what we're supposed to be doing next. We need to come to the objective tab, but check it out. We have a personnel transport. Oh, wait, up here. Oh, excellent. Anyways, let's check out the objectives real quick. Clear the way across the dam. So looks like this thing needs to be cleared out. We can see a bunch of cars and all kinds of stuff in the way that we'd need to get out the way. Okay. The other objective is drive the crew to the steel mill. Oh, okay. Well, this is this vehicle. It's a personnel vehicle, so it needs to go to the steel mill, which is going to be from the old street tunnel. Oh, it's way up here. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we could try to do that. I don't know if I need to go up there first before we can get in this vehicle. No, look, we could jump in it right away. Excellent. Can we see our crew? No. They tinted the windows a little bit too much, didn't they? Yeah, dang it, bro. I can see myself, though. I could barely see my silhouette. Anyway, let's release the brake. Let's head up that way. I guess we'll start with the crew preparation. I think we're going to have to make a right. Yeah, we're going to have to take a right, and it's just right up the road. It's not even that far. Though I did see a little road icon, so maybe it's going to be inaccessible. But let's find out. Okay, we're up the road just a bit, and oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Do you think we'd be able to get through this, I wonder? I don't think we will, bro. I don't think so. I think we need to get this thing turned into a road first. So let's pull this off to the side for now, and let's go ahead and shut it down. Let's come back out to the map real quick here. I mean, I could try it. You know what? Screw it. Let's try it. You should never give up until you try it, at least. So let's just see if we can get through this. This doesn't have any... Well, it does have all-wheel, I think it's on down there. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful, I suppose. Let's come off to the right a little bit, I think. Okay, that looks like a pretty hefty ditch here. Let's see if we can get through this. Okay, don't flip it either. I mean, you know, we're not trying to do that. I mean, he's getting a little bit stuck. I think it'd be quicker. Yeah, screw this. We're just gonna get the crew out here real quick and get a road built. Let me pull this out. Or not, by the way. Or freaking not. Check it out. Yeah, they do an excellent job on the visuals. They just, for some reason, don't know how to program transmissions, which kind of worries me about their semi-truck game. So anyways, let's just recover this thing since we kind of screwed it up, right? Yeah, we'll just put it back over there. And then let's get our road equipment out and let's start repairing that. Before we do though, I do need to shut that down first. So we're going to turn it off. I'm assuming when we tab to other vehicles, it's going to keep on running. Let's see what the other jobs were, by the way. This was clear the path. Okay, we've seen that one, but there is a side objective there I wanted to look at. Remove the wreckage from the water. Oh, the flood washed away the up here, leaving wreckage from a boat and a tower. So there's the tower and there's the boat. Okay, well, we could definitely try that later. So, but we're not ready to do that. No, we're going to do the crew thing first. So let's come back to the garage. What do we need to do this? Well, I don't remember. I think we need to dump sand first. So let's grab a dump truck. Which dump truck? Well, we don't have our DLC dump truck anymore because we started a new game, so I never bought it. If we switch to dump trucks, which is not this one, by the way. It looks like a dump truck, but it's a cargo truck, so that's kind of weird. There's our cranes. We got 2 cranes. These are all of our logging trucks, so we do get the logging equipment right away, which I have never actually really used because I skipped that map or I didn't go to that one. And then there's a log carrier. Okay, here we go. I think this is where we're supposed to be. So we got the Tega here. It doesn't tell me its capacity for some weird reason. Oh no, look, there's a G button. Let's take a look. Okay, this has a 10-ton capacity. I feel like they could easily put that right here though. So anyways, here is the big Baikal. This is the one that used to spill out the sides. Now, I haven't played for quite a few updates, but I'm pretty sure they fixed that. If we hit G, this is a 40-tonner, so we're going to definitely use this one. It's our only other option. Those are our only 2 options, actually. So let's just deploy it, and let's get it up there. But yeah, see now it doesn't actually spill off the sides, which is really nice. It actually looks like it might be looking a little bit different as well. But anyways, let's get up to that spot. Just kidding, by the way. I am only joking. Look, I can't actually get up here. I didn't realize the bridge is out over here. Check that out. Well, dang it. So I'm gonna have to take this truck all the way around the horn, which we're gonna have to clear this first, apparently. Okay. And then even after that, I don't know how we're gonna get this dump truck through. So, and I can't build bridges yet, by the way. If we come to the bridge tab, there is no bridges that are available, unfortunately, because I would want to build a bridge just across here. I guess we could take the Baikal up here and just start dumping, and we'll have to see how deep that is. Or look, there might be a path that runs up and around. So let's just head over that way and just kind of see what's going on. I wonder if I cut down my first tree, if that'll unlock bridges. It might be the case, but if we look down the hill there, that is the bridge that we need to get across. So maybe I'll bring the tree cutter up here, but before I do that, I'm gonna just run down through this way. Let's see if this truck can actually... Nah, we're not gonna be able to do that at all. Look, dude, that path over there, maybe we're gonna try it. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it, but let's just see. Yeah, we're just gonna come down like this, right? We did spill a little bit there, but that was kind of understandable. Now let's see if this big old thing can make it up this hill. I'm gonna say no, but I might be wrong about that, by the way. Look at this thing. Oh, dude, it's a beast. And we're just gonna spill some sand while we're at it, I guess. It's fine. Go, bro, go. Dude, this thing is a monster. I cannot believe we're able to climb this. Holy crap. Anyways, we should be able to get sand anywhere. Yeah, totally. Okay, well, now that I made it across, let me take a look in the map real quick. Okay, I just got to follow the road all the way up to that spot. Okay, let's get up there. I could actually cut through this a little bit and make a little bit of a shortcut, but I'm not going to. Nah, we're just going to stay on the road. Well, I'm excited, bro. I'm actually kind of excited to get back into the game, especially with the sand thing. We can do a lot of stuff. I mean, I kind of want to go back through the original maps and just load sand up everywhere. Either way, though, this would be the proper way to go. Unfortunately, there is a massive hole here. So you know what that means? It means we're going to fill it. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have to go through that section that I said I didn't want to go through. So let's just go ahead and fill this thing up with some sand real quick. So I'm just going to throw it in reverse like this. Yep, get it backed up into spot, hit the brake, and just start dumping. Okay, well, there's one. I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting, by the way, because Well, otherwise the video will be ages long and we won't ever get anything done. Let's fill it back up and let's continue. And in fact, I'm going to move the truck over a bit and I'm going to start dumping right here. So open it up and a boom. There she blows. There's a little bit. Okay, here is the second one. We're just going to fill it all the way like that. A little bit further, please. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to back it up a little bit over the hump and a dump again. Yeah, this is going to be nice. And then we'll have to, of course, get our Cronin work so we can flatten it out. But of course, we're not going to do that until after we get this big old thing up to the road site or the construction site. But there we go. There's another one. It looks like we're going to need to probably about 2 or 3 more. Okay, here is the next one. And yeah, maybe just one more, it looks like. And just to kind of fill up that last spot. Actually, this would probably do it. I'm going to see if I can get this through here. Okay, I was able to get through it, but I'm going to go ahead and just dump some more right through here. And just kind of make a nice little path like that. There we go. And then we'll get the Cronin work and flatten all that out, of course. But okay, let's get up to the site, which is just right here. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I kind of feel like I was supposed to come through and, well, move the boulders first. But we're going to see if they could do it. We're going to open up the road construction. And then, yeah, we're just going to have the dude do it by himself, right? Which we just have to click right here like so. And I think that's it. It looks like he's getting ready to do it. So let's actually spectate him real quick and see how this looks. There he goes. Can we rotate the camera? I think I can. Yeah. We're going to use this camera. I mean, the cinematic one's nice, but I can't see a lot of stuff. Yeah, it looks like he's going to do it. Okay. Well, let's just kind of keep an eye on him. This is some pretty crazy terrain, so I'm not too confident in his capabilities here. Like, he's already almost getting stuck. I wonder if it's going to have to take a couple different passes. But maybe not. I mean, look, the AI or the NPCs are pretty dang resilient. Look at this. He's actually dumping where he's supposed to be dumping instead of where he actually is dumping. He's having a little bit of trouble as well. Yeah, I think I should have brought the Cronin work through. I think it's going to fail. Is it? Is it going to fail, bro? Can't tell. I think it is, though. So let's just go ahead and grab the Cronin work real quick. Yeah, the vehicle got stuck during road construction. Yeah, that's fine. Now, of course, we don't have the good Cronin work. We do have this big old thing, though. Maybe this would work a little bit better to do the flattening. I don't know. It is tracked. You know what? Let's just try using this. If worst case scenario, we got to switch back. So it does seem like it's a lot wider, dude. Look at the front of this thing. Ah, dude, I wish I had this on my last playthrough. Now, of course, we got to bring this the exact same way as that other one. In fact, since we did drop all that sand, we're going to switch this into sand flattening mode, which is right here, and we're going to flatten that thing out a bit. Okay, maybe not yet. Maybe I need to get a little bit closer. Hold on. Yeah, to like right here, right? And then we'll just start flattening it. And that should make it a little bit easier to get up. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think so. Regardless, this is getting up it just fine. So let's head over to the area now. And here we are, our little shortcut that we made. Let's throw it into sand flattening. Let's get this thing nice and flat real quick. Yeah, we're going to just kind of smooth it all out. Looking good, looking good. Dude, that looks really good, actually. Really easy to get through. So let's get up to the other spot now. There's the crew. They're just waiting over there. I wonder what they're doing. You think they have maybe a Steam Deck or something and they're just kind of like playing games while they wait for me to get everything done? I mean, it would be nice. They are a crew. It would be nice if they get out their damn truck and kind of help me a little bit, you know? But I made it up here. So I think the only thing I need to do is we're just going to go ahead and start flattening this. They're going to have to redo it, of course, once, like, you know, whatever. But we're just going to flatten it now and hope that the truck is going to be able to get through it a little bit better. And it looks like the jerkwad, whoever was running that truck, he didn't turn it off. So I don't know what's up with that. Hopefully it's not using fuel while we're not in it. But if you didn't notice, check out the fuel consumption on this thing, bro. Or not the consumption, but just the fuel capacity. Look, I think I'm actually helping him. I'm going to just push this out the way a bit here. There we go. And is he doing it, bro? He is doing it. I'm going to turn this back into marching mode. And let's see if we can push this rock out the way for him. So here we go. We could probably put it back into sand flattening and just push this out the way like that. There she blows. We're gonna throw it back into reverse. Get out of his way. He's just gonna drive through me, it looks like. That's fine. And let's see here, he's doing it. So that's all that really matters. And then let's see what happens once he comes up across this truck here. I don't know if I'm gonna have to help him with that or not. I mean, obviously I think I am, because I don't know what he's planning on doing right here. Let me see if I can get over there and just try to push some of that stuff out the way for him. He seems to not really care about it though. Look at him. He's invisible, so I don't know if he cares. Oh, no. He cares. He does care. Let's just get a little bit closer before he tips. I think he's okay. Yeah, let me just see here. He should turn invisible when I bump him, right? Nah, he's already invisible. Let's just push this stuff out the way. Push it, fool. Push it. There we go. Let's get those rocks out the way now. Is he done, by the way? Well, he shouldn't be done. No. He shouldn't be at all. Anyways, I'm getting my guy kind of stuck. But it's fine. I got it, bro. I got it. Just keep going, fool. Keep going. And a little bit further, please. Just a little bit. Okay. So did he fail, or what's going on here? I think he failed. I'm going to try to get up to the other side, though. I need to get those other boulders out the way. Like this one up here. So we're just going to kind of push it, right? Push it, push it. Uh-huh. Just like so. Let's reverse it. And then flip it and then reverse it, you know? Just kidding. Let's push all these out the way as well. That worked better than I was expecting. And then there's just one more boulder that's literally right where he is. So we're just going to kind of get in here. Push it out the way. Push it out of the way. I think I need to switch it to sand flattening though. Or manual mode, actually. So we're going to go into manual. We're going to bring it down a bit. And we're just going to push this thing out the way. A little bit further, please. Just a little bit further. And I think that's going to work. Let me get this thing out the way, and let's see if we can get back into the truck and get him set up. Okay, move it, truck. Yeah, because I don't think I'm going to be able to activate this until he's done. I'm going to try it anyways. I'm almost back to the beginning over there. Okay, I'm back in the dumper. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to reset it, so I'm going to get this guy out of here. Yep, just like that. There are some rocks there. I feel like he's going to be able to get through it. So let me get this back to the beginning real quick. Or you know what? We can actually do it from this way. We can start him on this side and have him run that way. So we're just going to pull him in like this. Hit our F button. And then just right click that. And he should just start it, right? Yeah, totally. Let's spectate him. Okay, maybe I should have gotten him turned around. Can we cancel this, bro? Yeah, he's not too smart. Let's cancel it. Okay, he got turned around, so now he's going to try it again. Let's see how well he does. What's he doing? Why is he going that way? Dude, you're going the wrong way, you idiot. You're literally right where you were supposed to be. Okay, well, apparently they're dumb. Let's come back out. Let's just click the thing again. Let's go ahead and cancel that again. He's back into his spot. I'm going to just jump in this real quick and just kind of position him like right in the middle. Okay, I got him flipped around. Let's try this again. We're going to hit F. We're going to right click and he should just get started. And he is. Check him out. Okay. Let's see how well he does though. Hopefully he can get all the way to the other side. Now I don't even know if he needs to connect them or if he needs to go all the way across. So this would be a good learning lesson. He's pushing through those little rocks with no problem. So far so good. Let's see what happens when he gets to the middle here. Okay, now he's coming up on this other rock, and it looks like... Is he getting stuck? You bastard. No. Just keep on going, fool. Yeah, no, he's getting a little bit stuck here. I don't know what we're going to have to do here. I think we're going to have to manually kind of fill that spot in for him a bit. Yeah, let's come back out to the map. Can we cancel this real quick? Ah, damn it, he went all the way back to the front. You know what, let's select our smoother thing. Let's press F. Let's see if he'll just get started on it right away. He is. Check him out. He's getting himself turned around. Ah, dude, I'm glad it's sunny. I wish they would just make it sunny all the time with occasional rains, not like majority rains. Anyways, let's see how he does. I don't know what he's going to do when he gets to that middle part. Hopefully there's enough sand there. So we're coming up to this spot. Let's see what happens here. I'm hoping he just kind of barges through, and it looks like it is working. Oh, good. A little bit further, please. Just a little bit. We're getting a little bit hung up right there. Let's see what happens. We might need to run it from the other side, but he's going to try to get himself fixed. He is engaging reverse. He is getting caught up, though, with his blade right up against that asphalt that's kind of busted up. You can kind of see it there on the left side. So let's see if he knows how to maneuver through this. And he doesn't, because he's a big dum-dum. What are we going to do about that? I don't actually know. So I think we're going to have to cancel, of course, and probably try to run it from that other side. Worst case scenario. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Worst case scenario, though, once we get that flattened, the damn dump truck should be able to do it just fine. And look, it's already over here. Let's select him, and then let's select the route, and then let's see if he does this. Yeah, looks like he's going to. Okay, good. It looks like this is working pretty good. It's really satisfying looking. Let's come in for a nice zoom. I wonder if it's better to watch it from this angle. Dude, the graphics look so good. That's one thing Saber knows how to do, is animate. Unfortunately, they just don't know how to program transmissions. Or they do know how to do it, and they're just massive trolls and like to try and kind of piss off the community. Anyway, this guy's doing pretty good through here. Now, there is obviously a big piece of sand missing here, so... And look, he's stuck. He is indeed stuck. Okay. I think we're going to switch over to the dump truck and see if he can get through this now. Let's see if we can do this, though. Yeah, he's not going to. Let's come back out to the map. Let's go ahead and cancel this, right? Click the road planning and right-click on him. We're going to select the truck. Now we're going to select the route, and then we're going to see if he can get through this thing. So it does look like he's going to redump, which is fine, because our, well, I don't know what you call that thing, but our bladed truck over there is on the same side. So he's a little drunk, by the way. I don't know what's going on with the driver. Who is driving? I wonder who's driving this, by the way. I can't see him, but he's definitely drunk. I feel like we need to give him a little bit of a talking to. Tell him to stop saucing it up so much before he starts doing the business. Look at him. He's like doing these hard left-right maneuvers. I don't know what he's doing, bro. Anyways, let's hope he doesn't get stuck up on this. He is, because he's an idiot and he's drunk. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, he's an idiot. Okay, you know what? We're going to cancel. And damn it, he brought it all the way back. Okay. I'm just going to drive in there with this thing and just kind of dump into that hole real quick. And then we're going to try it all over again. So I'm just going to bring it in like this, right? Kind of get it over. Let's go ahead and tip it. There's one bucket, and then I'm going to throw in one more real quick. Actually, that might be enough, but I'm going to do just one more for good measure. And I'm just going to dump it all like right here. And hopefully that'll be enough to kind of get it all done. So there we go. Let's go ahead and go back out to the map. Let's select this thing, and then let's select our smoother truck. And he should just get this all done, right? Well, we're about to find out, so... And here he goes. It looks like he's doing a pretty good job through here. So I'm happy to see that. Let's see what happens, though, when he gets through this little middle section. I feel like I've fixed it enough for him, so let's see. Okay, yeah, looks like it's working. Yeah, and then he just has to finish it to go all the way through, and then we should be able to bring up our asphalt machine and then our roller. So let's just let him run through the rest of the way. So yeah, now we're just gonna have to go grab the asphalt machine and the roller after that. You know what, we're not gonna do that. In fact, I mean, it does want me to build a bridge here, or not a bridge, but it wants me to build a road here, but we can actually drive through that now with our crew. So let's jump into the crew truck and let's just get over there to finish this objective. I do need to get a little bit of money as we are running low on fuel with a lot of our vehicles now. But here we go. Let's just drive right on through. And then once we drop them off, we'll of course grab the asphalt machine and all that. Okay, it looks like I'm drunk. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, now he's getting through this with absolute ease. Look at this. I feel like I need to run that Cronin, or not the Cronin work, but that front loader or whatever that is a little bit better. It's a bulldozer, bro. Damn bulldozer. Anyway, we are over here now, so let's just get into our spot, which is actually way back inside through here on the other side of this building. I wonder what their crew's gonna do though. And where is it? Right there it is, right in that little yellow spot. Let's just get pulled in and let's see what happens. There it is. I'm a little sad Kelly's not with us as well. Yeah, but a lot of people were happy Kelly's not with us, so I personally enjoyed her, but apparently a lot of people did not. Anyways, let's take a look at the objectives real quick. Did we complete it? I don't even know because I don't see that crew thing anymore, and I didn't hear any like objective complete things, and we're still broke. So good news is we can use the steel beam facility to, well, make steel beams, but it does want us to finish paving the road. Okay, is it talking about the same road, I wonder? It is. Okay. Oh, and look, there's another cool road right here that it wants us to build, so we'll do that one right after. But yeah, let me grab, oh, it's way up there. Check this out, bro. This unlocked a whole new section. There's a new street tunnel, a logistics terminal, and then there's a warehouse, sand quarry, and there's the power substation. Okay, cool. Which looks like the steel beam facility needs power. Oh, good. I didn't see the objective, but we can tell just by visually looking. But here's our crappy asphalt machine called the bunker. And I am not driving this over there, by the way. It's a little bit too slow, so I'm going to transport this and my roller using this truck here. So let's get this thing up, let's get it parked, and then let's throw the roller on as well. That actually worked really well. Okay, stop, Quad. A little bit too hard, bro. Anyway, stop right here. Let's kind of even it up a bit. Okay, easy. Yeah, just like that. Let's shut her down. So I'm going to pull out the roller as well. Get this thing loaded. Hopefully it's going to be easy to drive up on the ramp. Let's kind of find out here. And yeah, dude, it looks like they kind of tweaked that a bit. Let's go ahead and park it. Boom. Shut it down. There we go. We're going to switch over to the delivery truck. We got to fire this thing up by holding spacebar. We're going to lift up our ramps in the back. We're going to hit the number 3 key and we're going to strap our stuff down. I hope it got the other one. I see that it got, yeah, it looks like they're both strapped down and we're off. Let's go. Now, my only concern with this is actually getting up that hill. I didn't think that through too much. So let's see if we can actually do it. We need to get this corner as well and not get hung up on that rock, but now a little bit too wide or a little bit too narrow, bro. No, I got it. I got it. Anyways, let's see if we can do this. I don't even know. I mean, we're carrying quite a bit of weight through here, right? So worst case scenario, we got to pull it off of the trailer and just do it manually, but okay, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if this thing will climb this or not. I kind of feel like it will, but I kind of feel like it won't. So, and we're snagged up on something, I think. Oh, I think it's that rock over there. I got it. And let's see, here it goes. It looks like so far so good. I kind of feel like that sand actually ended up helping me, but a little bit further, please. I think we need to come a bit wider. Okay, we are a little bit stuck here. So all my wheels turning, they are. Okay, I'm gonna try to come at a little bit more like an angle, I think, like this. Just run down the tree, it's fine. Having a little bit of trouble here. I think I'm getting it though. I might need to switch it into low gear here though, so let's just switch it over to low and let's see if we can climb this. Well, that way is not working, by the way, but I think this way will. It looks like this little riverbed is shallow enough, so I'm going to try to run it down through this way. And I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting it off of that sand, but I think I finally got it. I have to do a little bit of combination of holding my e-brake and then letting go, and it kind of gets moving a little bit, but yeah, this was not a good idea. Dang it, man. I feel like I should have had access to bridge making right away. Yeah, it's like getting hung up on something over here, and I don't know what it is, bro. Just freaking move it. So there's only one way I know how to do this, and I'm gonna have to get the sand truck. So I'm gonna shut this down and we're just gonna get the truck. And just kidding, by the way. Oh, I'm not kidding. I do got the truck, but geez, bro. I haven't made a single dollar yet, and this thing's about out of fuel, so I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But I did make it over here, so I'm just gonna kind of back up, and I'm just gonna make like a little path for our transport unit, right? So I think I'm just gonna start pouring like right here on top of it, pretty much like that, and then just kind of drive forward a bit. And we'll have to get the dozer down here, but there we go. Let me go ahead and tip it a little bit more, please. There we go. It's filled. We're going to tip it a bit and just drive forward. I'm down to 40 liters of fuel, by the way. There we go. We're going to do another couple more. Yep, just like this. There we go. And that's looking really good. You know what? I'm going to put one more just kind of coming up this hill. So we're just going to run it like this. I'm just going to tip it and move, bro. Go, go, go. And then hopefully that'll be enough to be able to get that thing up there. So let's switch over to this dozer thing and let's get that over and start flattening that out a bit. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to switch it into sand flattening mode, and then we're just going to start flattening it right from the top here all the way to our transport vehicle. So let's just start going. And I forgot to turn off my dump truck's engine, by the way. So it's actually down to about 6 liters. Yeah, anyways, let's get a good view at this and let's just smooth this all out. We need to get a little bit further though. So we're gonna kind of come like this. I obviously don't want to ram it, so we're gonna go like that. I need to come over this way as well and just kind of flatten this whole thing out a bit because that was one of the problems this thing was having. There we go. Let's throw it into marching mode and let me get this out the damn way. It's actually still really steep, so I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna throw it back into sand flattening mode right here. And I'm gonna try to smooth this little section out here because man, this thing is hard to kind of get up. So let's just do that. I'm gonna just push it forward or push that thing back a bit. There we go. Switch it back. Here we go. Moment of truth. Release that brake and go. Okay, this looks like it's gonna work. All right. Keep on going. Stay on. We don't want to fall off. And then we need to get our trailer up on it. And there we go. Good. Okay, I should have thought about the sand to begin with. Anyways, let's see if we can get it up to the road. I should be able to climb this pretty easily, I hope. And it looks like it's going to be just easy. Okay. Good. We're on our way now. And I should just let you guys know, it's not that easy, by the way. Look at this. That is so damn difficult. But I got it. And I'm completely going the wrong way as well. Damn it, dude. Let's hope I don't get stuck up on that damn thing. Which I did, by the way. Dang it. But I got around it, I hope. Just kidding. I don't think I did. I didn't. My damn truck's in the way over there. So I only got 5 liters in this thing. Should be enough to get it out of the way. We're down to 3 liters already. 2 liters. Geez, that thing runs out of fuel really fast. 1 liter. And we're about to run out of gas for the first time. And we ran out of gas, by the way. Anyways, let's switch back over to the transport truck. And I hope that I can get out of this now. Yeah, I needed to take this a bit more wide, I think. So let's see if we could do this. Yep, a little bit wider, please, like that. Get around the damn barrier. And, okay, we made it, bro. Let's get to the construction site now. Which, of course, is this way. And I'm luckily not having any problems through here, so... Dude, I can't wait till I get some more money. This thing sucks, bro. This transport truck, it's having such a hard time climbing this hill with my equipment. And check it out, by the way, my GPU is using 20 gigs of my 24 available gigs. So it is definitely a beast of a game, but I finally made it up here. So let's get this thing parked. We need to pull everything off, of course, because we need to run the asphalt machine first. So let's hit park. Don't forget to shut it off by holding spacebar. Just kidding, by the way. You have to actually have it running in order to let down your ramps. So let's let down the ramps first, and then let's shut it off. We need to unstrap it. And then switch over to the roller. Let's pull the roller off first. There we go, just like so. I'm just going to kind of park it to the side. This will be fine right here. We got to make sure we turn it off by holding our space bar, of course. We're going to switch to the asphalt machine. Let's get this thing into place. And down she comes. Boom. Okay, that was a bit of a rough landing, but it's okay. Let's get it over into the square over there. Here we go. And let's get this thing built. So we're going to press F. We're going to right click the road. And the dude should start, or the chick. It doesn't matter. It could be either way. Either one. Can we look at him though? It's a dude, by the way. Out it comes, and here comes the asphalt. Excellent. It looks like he's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, check it out. He is indeed doing the job. Excellent. Okay, he's having a little bit of trouble through here though. I'm not too sure why. Just kidding. It's because of the massive amount of dirt that's right there. So that kind of sucks. I should have had him come the other way, but we'll see if he can get out of this mess. I should have ran my dozer through another time as well. Anyways, I'm gonna come out to the map. We're gonna select the road. We're gonna cancel the road. It does put him on this side. So now we're going to select the truck and we're gonna plan the route again. And let's see if he can get this connected. Now I'm assuming once he connects it, he's just gonna have to keep running all the way through. So basically putting like a second layer on top of it, right? Let's see if that's actually true. And it is now connected, and yeah, he's gonna run it through again. It is a shame though that they weren't able to find a patternless texture for this, because you can see these lines kind of running straight through. I don't know if you can see that repeated texture pattern or not, but anyways, it's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not really, but whatever. There's nothing we could do about it, because the pattern should actually run depending on which way we're actually like laying it, you know what I mean? Anyways, we're almost done, and then we will run the roller through, and then this road will be complete, bro. And here he goes. Yep, check him out. All right, good. Let's just get it done with. All right, he's getting through that little lumpy area pretty well, so I'm glad about that. Yeah, I should have ran my dozer through there a couple more times, I think, to kind of flatten out all this. We put a lot of dirt there. However, he is done, and geez, that was kind of abrupt. And what is going on with my... Look at this, dude. I have no menus or anything, and everything's really strange. Oh, well, look, yeah. I don't know what happened to my map, but it is definitely broken. Anyways, oh, there it goes. Anyhow, I got it. Did we get paid? Oh, we did. Dude, I finally got paid. If we come out to the menu here, I do have $3,400. Oh, thank God. Yeah, that was getting pretty rough. Anyways, what do we need to do next? This took ages, by the way. I don't know if I have mentioned it, but it took a long time to get all that done. Let's look at the objectives, however. Clear the way across the dam. Did we do that? No, we didn't. Okay, that's fine. But we did build the road, apparently. Look. Oh, so I've already halfway completed this objective. Repair the steel beam facility. We just need to pave the road a bit more. And then we need to hook up the electricity. I don't think I'm ready for that one. Since we're already halfway done with this, I think we're going to do that. So let's select it. And then, yeah, we're going to have to clear it out. So let's just track it. And then we need to head to our garage and pull out our crane. Okay, so I'm back at the garage. Now let's just grab a crane. I love this one, but I feel like this one's way better. So we're just going to grab it. And then let's get down there. It's actually not too far. We just got to cross this bridge and then make a right. As if we just look to the right, we can see it. It's actually a dam that we need to clear off. So hopefully we get to turn the dam back on, and it'd be nice if all that sludge would come running out of it like you see on YouTube, right? But let's do what any normal person would do and cut through the grass. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't, right? You're in a freaking disaster area. You might as well. Anyways, we're already down here. Let's get everything pulled out. Looks like we got to move a couple cars, a trailer, or yeah, it looks like a big old tanker trailer. Anyways, we're just going to park it here. We're going to let down our feet, lift this thing up, whip it over. We're going to just attach to the front end. We're going to lift this thing up even higher and then whip it to the left now. Yep, we're just going to drag it over. Yep, insurance companies, they can screw off. Drop it. Let's whip it back over this way. We're going to just cycle to that immediately. We're going to hook it up. I'm going to reel it in. In fact, I'm going to push it to the left here a bit. Just kidding, by the way, it is hung up. So we're going to detach. I'm going to cycle back over, but I'm going to only attach to the rear end of this trailer instead of the front side, or maybe just the front side. I thought I'd be able to attach in multiple points, but it looks like I can only grab right here. So let's hook it up. And we're just going to bring it all the way up. There we go. And then we're going to whip it to the left here now. Yep, I'm just going to keep on dragging it like this, right over top of that truck. I mean, we might as well just throw it back into the river, right? And let go. There we go. Let's grab that car now that's still on the bridge. Boom. Reel it in. And then we're going to lift it. Yep, just like this. And then we're going to whip it over and then just drop it on all that other crap. So, boom, there we go. And then I think we just have a van over here that we need to do the same thing to. Yep, so we're just going to dangle it like this, swing it over, and I'm going to swing this one over a bit more and then drop, just like that. Okay, well, that's all done. Let's put our feet in. Let's bring our crane back in. It's extremely fast. I wish they would have animated that. Anyways, that's everything. Let's come over to this side now, and we got to move all this stuff. Looks like there's a car there. Let's see if we could just ram through all this stuff, right? And yeah, dude, this is probably one of the easier ways to do it. So there we go. Let's go ahead and start moving stuff though. We're gonna put down our crane feet. That's fine, it's fine. So I'm gonna hook it up to the van. We're gonna just pull everything off to the side, just like earlier. There we go. And then we're just gonna grab this one. I'm just gonna pull it like this. Don't even need to move my crane. And then once it's out of the square, boom, we just drop it. Let's see if I can grab that truck. The car's rolling right back in. Oh, damn it, bro. Okay, there's the truck. We're just gonna reel it in, just like the other ones, right? Push it over, and then just drop it like that. Boom. Okay, there's a pipe that I had to get out. And we're sitting on top of a car, so we need to get that. So we're just going to attach it like so, and just pull it right out from underneath me. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do that. And then we just need to fling it off the side, which I can't actually reach. So I'm just going to drive it forward a bit. And there it is. Okay, drop it. And then let's just grab this last van. Attach, and then we just yank. And then we just drop like that. There we go. Is it going off the edge? It is going off the edge. Excellent. See you later, sucker. And is there anything else? Yeah, there's a little barrel I need to grab, which I'm just going to attach to it. And then I'm just going to drive the whole damn thing off. And there we go. There's the barrel. I think I'm missing something on that other side. Oh no, I think I'm missing this car that's kind of right on top of the dam. So let's grab that thing. Yeah, totally, by the way. Now there's probably a couple ways we can do this. So we're going to park it. We're going to attach it. I'm going to whip this thing, and we're just going to drop it off of the whole dam itself. And I think it'll be fine. It doesn't say what to do with the things. It just says clear it. So just gonna pull it out like that, right? Yeah, all the way. Let's bring it down a bit, and then let's reel this thing in and just launch it right off the side here. And here it goes. Slowly but surely, it's gonna freaking go, bro. And let's go. There we go. See you later, sucker. Yep, that should be fine. Let's hook it up to that truck though, and do the exact same thing with that thing. So boom, reel it in, and then we are going to drop it. See you later. Is that everything, by the way? Nah, I think I'm missing some stuff still. Let's back it up. And I was missing this little pipe over here. I'm also hitting the telephone pole, not the lines. The lines are actually a figment of your imagination, if you didn't know. These power lines don't actually exist. Now, we just kind of think they do, but in reality, they're not there. So anyways, do you think we could just push this off with our wheel? I don't think we can, so I'm not going to. Let's just get this out of here though. And there we go. We completed the objective. Let's drop it. We got another 1,600 in the bank. Thank God, dude. I definitely need that cash. Let's shut it off so we didn't waste fuel. Let's come back out to the map. And what else do we have? Repair the beams facility. Okay, that's a pretty easy one, honestly. Do we have any side objectives? We do. Remove the debris. Okay, I definitely don't want to do that. So I think we could do this other main one real quick. It shouldn't take us too long. We just have to come up here. I will need to refill my dump truck, however. We're going to have to recover that thing. But the infrastructure route is... Where is it, actually? Oh, it's up here, look. I am kind of a ways away, so we might need to dump a lot of sand, but we're going to head up this way. And we're going to have to take all of our equipment up here, and we're going to build that road. The electricity does need to be connected, and there is a missing pipe. I don't know where that is. We're not going to worry about that one quite yet. And then we're just going to have to recover this thing real quick. And then all the way to our Highland base, and then we're going to have to fill it up with some fuel. So let's see how much this costs. It's $1 per liter, so it's going to cost us about $730. Oh, and it doesn't fill it to the max, which is really nice. We could stop whenever we want to, but there we go. Let's fill this thing up with sand, and let's just get over there. You know what? Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to come over here and try chopping down a tree, because I want to see if that's what is required to just unlock the dang bridges, you know what I mean? So let's come in. What do we do here? I haven't really done this too much. Tree scanner, what does that mean? Is this a tree? What does a tree scanner do, bro? I have no idea. Anyways, let's see if we can operate this thing. So we just kind of bring it forward, right? Like that. We are around it. How do we activate this thing, I wonder? I don't actually know. How does this thing cut, bro? I never done it yet, so just fucking cut it, bro. Scan it and cut it. Okay, I don't know how to actually operate this, so that is a bit unfortunate. I mean, I'm completely hugging it, I should be able to. Maybe only certain trees are cuttable. Is that what the problem is? I don't see any other controls over there, so I'm assuming it must be an automatic thing. Okay, well, let's try a different tree. I'm gonna try that yellow one behind me. So let's see if this one will work. We just need to drive into it. Oh yeah, there, it'll work. Look, that one has the thing. Yeah, that must have been a special one. Let's just go ahead and hit it, dude. No, that's not how you do it, bro. Freaking get it back together. Hold on a second. I don't like this left right business. Get it. And why isn't it cutting? Hold on. Oh, I'm missing it. That's why. Hold on. Dude, I hate the controls on this game so bad. Okay, then just drive forward. Why isn't that working? Hold on a second. Oh, there's a button. Now there's a button. Okay, so we just gotta go like that, and then we hit the 1 key. Oh, okay, I get it, bro. Anyways, there it is. Now what? I guess I need to drop the tree off, don't I? So we're just gonna drop it off into our storage real quick, rather than loading it up onto a truck. But look at me go. Ah, dude, it's hilarious, actually. So what, I just drop it right into this thing, right? I think this is the drop-off point. Do I just let it go, or do I have to hit F? I think I just have to let it go. So let's drop it. Oh no, we need to process it. Oh, my bad. Let's press the 1 key. Okay, what happens now? Oh yeah, so satisfying. Okay. I mean, it would be satisfying if I'd leave my damn camera that still. And a boom. And does it go in? It did go in, by the way. Check it out. Okay. Does that unlock bridges? Let's shut this thing down. Let's come out here. Let's hit bridges. Okay, no, apparently we're going to have to wait for a mission thing to unlock that. Okay, well, whatever. Let's continue getting our dump truck over to where it needs to be. I just was wanting to build that bridge before, like, dude, I don't really like driving down through here. It's a bit of a problem. In fact, you know what? We're going to finish just kind of dumping dirt all the way through here, so it's not that big of a problem. So a little bit further, please. There we go. Dude, I think I left that thing running over here. Did I? No, I think it's just my dump truck. Anyways, now I did leave it running. Damn it. Hold on. Let me switch over. How much fuel? Oh, dude, this thing's almost out of fuel now. Okay, well, definitely make sure you're turning off your vehicles, you guys. Let me switch back to the dumper, and then let's just dump and drive forward. A little bit further, please. And I think that's going to be good. Okay. Yeah, we'll smooth that out later. It's fine. This spot's a little bit rough through here, so I'm actually going to dump in through here a bit. Yeah, just like that. Nothing too crazy, but enough to... Hey, don't hit tab. Anyway, enough to smooth it out just a bit. And that'll be fine. Okay, I made it to the newly paved road. Seems to be working pretty good. Okay, I made it up to the junction here. It looks like we're gonna have to head straight up through this way, past the sand quarry, through this messy area. And of course, it doesn't show me where the road is, but let me switch it back to infrastructure and all the way up to this spot. Okay, that looks good enough. So let's do it. We'll see how bad the road is. If there's any bad spots, we'll just go ahead and lay down some sand. It's a little bit muddy through here. I don't know if I should be laying down some sand or not. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it's getting through it pretty easily. It does seem a little bit muddy through here. So I'm going to dump a little bit of sand off. There we go. In fact, I'm going to dump a lot of the sand off through here. So I'm going to have to get all of our equipment through here. So I didn't think that through too well. In fact, there's a big mud pit right here that we need to fill in, so let's slow it down. And I did kind of get us stuck here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this, but I think if we start dumping, we should be able to kind of lift. Yeah, we should be able to lift it out a little bit, right? And it looks like it's working. Yeah, totally. There we go. There we go. Okay. We need to dump another batch off, though, so... And I will say, I do like the functionality of the fuel system, but I feel like normal mode is a little bit extravagant. It like runs through it a little bit too unrealistic, right? So I think I would recommend definitely using like lower fuel consumptions. Anyway, that looks good. Let's just keep driving forward. Release your brake though. And we're gonna fill this whole thing in really well through here. Okay, so here's the next load. Let's just dump and pour and run at the same time, right? Do it all. Might as well lift it all the way up though. I feel like it doesn't get enough sand when you don't. There we go. Now this section doesn't look too bad, so I will make this a little bit of a thinner layer through here. We're just going to kind of drive through here a little bit slow. Tip it a little bit more though, Quad. A little bit further, please. Yeah, a lot more actually, because we're going downhill, so There we go. And now let's keep doing the same thing, just kind of running through here. It's really bad and muddy, so we just need to fill it all the way up with sand. And there we go. And it's full again. Let's continue dumping and continue pouring and continue driving forward. Yeah, it's really, really muddy through here. Let me spin around so you can kind of see how bad it is. Yeah, check that out. Anyway, and there we go. Let's keep on going. We made it up to the infrastructure site, the road site. I'm just going to continue pouring though, make a nice thick path until we reach that. Now this thing's going to have some trouble, I feel like, getting through that. Look at all that water there. But we're going to take a right and start up at the top of the hill and work our way down. But there we go, it's done. Let's go ahead and dump. And let's just connect this up with our new road that we're going to have over here like this, right? And yeah, there we go. Okay, there is one boulder. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm going to try to knock it out the way with my wheels, but I didn't do it, by the way. It's fine. We got over it. That's all that really matters. Let's just get this into position, though. Okay, and here we are. Let's hit F. Let's right-click on the road. And he should get busy, I think. Ah, damn it. I should have turned it around first. The dude's not that bright. These people driving these things, so... But he did get it turned around, so let's see if he can actually get through it all the way. And here he goes. Let's see. He does seem a little bit drunk today again. He's kind of swerving to the left and to the right, but... Go to your left, bro. What are you doing? Okay, he's got it. Okay, looks like he's going to be able to do it. You know what? Why he's doing this, I'm not going to watch him because... Well, he's a bit on the drunk side, as you can tell. I don't know why he's trying to make such a hard left right there, but... And then he's going to make a hard right. Yeah, these guys need a little bit more work done to him. But he seems like he's doing it. So while he's doing that, we're going to switch over to our dozer. Now, unfortunately, this thing is out of fuel, so... Let's fire it up, though. It's got 12 liters. We're just going to throw it into sand flattening mode. And we're going to just drive straight forward and head to the garage. But at least we'll be able to get this. Okay, we're already out of fuel, bro. Look, that 8 liters did not take long. Yeah, I wish I could start over at this point and switch my fuel consumption. I don't know if we can. Let's actually go to the settings and see if we can change that. It's just a little too unrealistic, you know what I mean? It's just too fast. But I don't think we can actually set any of those settings, at least not in the gameplay section. Definitely not in the video section, so dang it. Well, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna fill up. It's gonna cost a lot for this one. It's $1,700 to fill up all the way, which our money is going down extremely fast over there. Back down to $2,500. I just gotta remember to shut stuff off. In fact, you know what? Let me shut this off real quick. I need to make sure I shut off my dump truck because I don't actually know. Oh no, he's running the dump truck. I'm an idiot. Never mind. How's he doing up there, by the way? He's doing it. He's still drunk. Looks like he's making a bunch of left and rights again, but whatever. I mean, as long as he's doing it, that's all that matters. So let's head over there. Yeah, see, look at that. From over there to right here, I only used... No, not only, bro. I used freaking 60 liters just to get from over there to over here. Yeah, that's definitely not right. I kind of wish I could start all over now, but yeah, I don't think they thought the balancing out too hard when they decided to add fuel consumption. It's almost like a troll move, you know? I'm taking a shortcut, by the way, if you're wondering why the heck I'm coming this way. So I don't have to go all the way around the horn. It's such a slow tracked vehicle, so we're just coming down through this way. But I finally did make it, so we're gonna throw it into sand flattening, and we're just gonna get this whole section flattened out through here. And most of it was already flattened out ahead of us, as we can see. We just kind of have to get this little beginning spot flattened, and that does look a lot better. It's still kind of janky, but I think it'll be better than what was there. So, and there we go. We're back to flat. Let's just go ahead and throw it back into marching and get to our designated area. Let's flatten this bit out a bit. Flatten this bit a bit, right? Yeah, a bit of the bits. Anyways, quad, stop it. This is working so far so good. Yeah, there we go. Let's flatten this part out a little bit more this way. And there we go. Let's hit up the next spot. Okay, well, I made it back over here to the sand quarry. We did drop down a little bit of sand, so I'm going to throw this back into the flattening mode and just kind of flatten out the sand a bit. There we go. We got that little section flattened. Let's keep on heading through this way, though. I mean, it's getting through this pretty good. It's a little bit muddy through here, but Not too crazy. This should help our efforts though, because we're gonna have to bring all of our equipment over this way, right? So hopefully our transport unit can make it through this. I should have probably just went ahead and preemptively laid down a crap ton more of sand, but either way, let's run this thing through this way, and hopefully we'll fill in that little patch of water. It should just smooth out really well, but let's see what happens here. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Yeah, dude, we definitely cleared or filled in all that water area. Okay, check it out. I got through that little section. It looks like our dump truck did a pretty good job. Let's throw this into marching mode. That's destruction mode, bro. Freaking marching mode. Anyway, let's get this to our designated spot. Yeah, I'm not going to flatten this. We're just going to have the team do it, right? Dang it, the crew, I meant. Okay, here we go. I made it through. I'm going to turn it around this time instead of relying him to do it. But check it out, by the way. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Our fuel, we're down to 1,200 liters. That means it took me, what, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60. It took me over 500 liters to get over here, bro. I feel like that is definitely needing to be adjusted. Anyways, let's go and have him just start it. And now while he's starting that, it looks like our dumper did make it all the way through, so excellent. Let's just grab our rest of our equipment, our, well, asphalt and our rolling machine, which is all back here. So we're going to jump into the transport vehicle. We're just going to pull it forward a bit. Now this thing is really low on fuel. We're down to 200 liters, in fact, but I need to get it pulled up just a bit more and to about right here. There we go. Switch over to the asphalt machine, right? Whose fault is it? Well, it's your ass's fault, bro. Anyway, let's load this thing up real quick. Just like that. There we go. Easy as pie. They definitely fixed that up a little bit. Let's just park it. Don't forget to shut it off. We're going to tab over to this thing. We need to put up our ramps. Just kidding. You can't put up the ramps when it's off, but now we can. Let's go pick up the roller, which is just right here. So I'm going to just pull behind it and we're going to reverse it right onto the trailer. Let's go ahead and drop our things real quick. There we go. We're going to shut this down because we don't want to waste fuel. And tab over to this thing, and then we're just going to reverse this right on. Or not, by the way. I think we're going to have to drive it on forward. But here we go. It seems to be going on. Excellent. A little bit further, please. Dude, what is the... Why is this thing so slippery, bro? I mean, I know it's wet, but Jesus. Get on the damn thing, bro. Let's try to give it a little bit of a start here. Okay. Maybe we need to back it up a bit more. So I'm going to get it out of the mud and try to do it over here like this. Which means I just need to back it up a bit. And then stop, drop, shut it off, switch it over, and let's get this thing up here. And there we go. Yeah, it was the mud. I think that's all it was. Anyway, boom. Let's shut it off, apply the brake, switch it over. We need to not only lift up the ramps, but we need to strap it down. There we go. Everything's strapped. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can make it. But this is going through it. It's really slow, but we're making it. Okay, well, it is getting through this section pretty easily. Let's see how well it does through here, however. And it's getting through this pretty easily as well. I might get a little bit of trouble here. Our trailer might bottom out, and it didn't. No, we're doing good. Okay, well, I was able to get through that whole area pretty easily. So let's just make a hard right. And yeah, let's get paving. Okay, I made it all the way through. Let's get these unloaded, and let's get this crew busy here. In fact, since all of our machines are facing this direction, I'm just going to whip my whole thing around like this. Yep, just back it in a little bit, right? There we go. Run down some trees, it's fine. And then we're going to turn it around like this, and then we're going to unload and then get everybody busy. So let's drop down the ramps. Let's shut off this thing, apply that brake, switch it over. No, not yet. We need to unstrap first, and then switch it to this, pull it off. Just like this. Boom, there we go. Let's grab the asphalt machine next. And boom, there we go. A little bit of a hard landing, it's fine. Let me get this into position, and then we're just going to get the crew running immediately, right? So, like, I'm going to just bring them all the way up. because, well, they're not very smart. Hit F, and we just need to right click. Boom, there we go. Let's switch it over to the dozer. I'm gonna get this thing in place as well while he's kind of getting started. I'm gonna wait for him to get about halfway or so, or maybe we could just do it right away. Yeah, screw it, let's just do it right away. Let's see what happens. And boom, right click. Let's go ahead and spectate these guys. And here comes the dozer. All right, yeah, dude, this thing is working out pretty swell. Let's just get through it to the end. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna jump ahead and move my vehicles because I think they parked them like right in the middle here. So yeah, here's the sand truck. We're just gonna back it up a bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of pull it over here, and I'm gonna run into that tavern real quick and see if I can get a beer or something. Okay, well, the guy wouldn't serve me. He said I was too dirty. So you know what? He kind of upset me. I'm just going to dump a whole bunch of sand right into his parking lot and see how he likes that. But check it out. Here comes the asphalt machine and the roller. Okay, there we go. The asphalt machine just completed. He's going to park it. The roller's almost done. And the roller is done as well. Excellent. Did we get paid? We sure in the hell did get paid. I don't know why they don't give us a summary page anymore. That's kind of junk, but we are up to $6,700, so excellent with all of that. All right. Well, you know what, you guys? I think I'm going on far long enough. Is there... Hold on, let's take a look at the objectives first here. Repair the steel beams facility. So we still need to do that. We would have to get the electricity hooked up from here to there. We're not going to do that. I don't have enough time, bro. I've already gone on for way too long, so we're just going to save that for the next one. But basically, we'll just dump a bunch of sand in through here and then run our machine across. But that is going to be it for this one, you guys. Yep, that is going to do it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, my name is Quad, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later on, everybody. Later on.